Hello there, this is your friend Silverton, and this is a requested video by Steve S. Steve Pound S. And he wanted to see a zombie tutorial for like shooting up zombies, multiple weapons. And the AIs on this zombie game are not the greatest, but in fact, let me get that guy out of there. But this is top down is what you wanted, Steve, and being able to shoot in directions like this, but okay, oops. I have shotgun. Now, I know that a lot of people go crazy over shotgun on the forums. Now, this is just a shotgun example, but you could make something better than this. And the health and this weapon display in the corner, I'll teach you how to do that. So, without further ado, let's get started. And like I said, this is just an example to kind of show you the basics of zombie game making. Anyway, you need a player sprite, and you need 4 sub images. If you just have one sprite, you can just, use the rotate thingy. And you have all your sub images. Do the same with the zombie, only know you just need 1 sub image. And unless you set the default, which I didn't, make sure his arms is facing that way. Then get you some bullet sprites, and the weapon display, which needs to have different sub images, and health bar, which is just a square because of the code we use, ammo bar, which is just a square, and the block, which you saw. And now let's get to object. Object player. We are going to need to do some variables. Global.hp equals 100. Global.ammo1 equals 100. Global.ammo2 equals 100. Now, HP is your health. Ammos are the different guns that you can fire. Aiming is the direction on which you are facing when you shoot. And select is what we will use to tell the weapons display what we are shooting. Oh, and I need to tell you, I am going to post this example on the Yo-Yo Games website, so you can feel free to edit it, use it as an engine, I guess, but it really would be helpful if you knew how and everything does that. Now, this is important. Change the spur sprite and use whatever sub-image you want. Just make sure you do speed of 0, or it will spin out of control, like, woo, woo, woo. Now, go to step, and if global.hp is smaller than 1, create an explosion, restart the game. This is like customary for what you do for your game. Now, let's see. Key press 0, 1, and 2. Just set the variable global.select to whatever number it is, 0, 1, 2, for however many numbers you have. Now, key press left. Just set the variable aiming to 1, change sprite into spur player. Now, the sub image we are using, sub image 2, is him facing left. Okay, so, and then have him move however fast you want at a speed of 4. Do the same thing with up, down, left, and right, because, just, change the values, and you gotta change the sub image to what he is facing. Okay, and now real quick, key press space. Yeah, real quick. Hang on, there is now you gotta create an object of object bullet 2 and 1. I almost forgot that. And you don't, you could just say it's just collision with object block, it destroys itself. Collision with object block, it destroys itself. Or when it destroys, you could have it have some type of explosion. So just do that real quick, and then back to your object player. Object space is what we were about to do. This is testing several things, because it's not just like, okay, if global this is selected to this. Because this zombie game, we want to be complex, or somewhat complex, where you have to have the gun selected, you have to have enough ammo, you have to be facing in a certain direction. Now, if global.select, meaning you have the pistol selected, is equal to 1, and if global.ammo1, which is the pistol's ammo, is bigger than 0, meaning you have to have at least 1 shot in the thing, and if aiming is equal to 1, which means you are walking left, start a block, create moving instance of object bullet 1, and you have to have the direction all right, and you have to have what speed, check relative, and then global.ammo1 will minus equal 1. do the same thing down here. Global.select is equal to 1. You just gotta change the values. Like aiming is equal to 2, which aim would mean up. So you have to change the direction to 90. Okay, so that's what you do for the pistol. Now, shotgun. And I have my comment. Shotgun settings are here. So you just start it off all the same, but do several moving instances. For like 180, just go down by 10, or up by 10, 190, 170. Now, you could have lots of shotgun things, like you could do 175. You could do as many of these as you want. You just gotta, I mean, it's the same thing I do here, just repeat it again and again. I just change the values. But now, here's something that I should show you. Down here we have, no, not 280, okay, right here. Now let's test your skills. Let's see, direction 0. I was doing it by 10. Plus 10 for direction 0 would be 10, but what is minus 0? Well, in Game Maker turns or directions, 360 is the same as 0. So I went back 10 to 350. So remember, 360 is the same as 0. And I just checked relative. But like I said, I showed you how to do the first one up here. I just repeat the values on this again and again and again and again. And make sure you do keyboard no key so that you are not moving at all when you're not pressing a key. Now, collision with zombie. I have it creating a blood cloud, like he's kicking you, beating you up, whatever. But I don't want you to just like have the health go down immediately. So I do a 1 out of 5 chance that when the zombie touches you, it will perform the next action right here, which will be global.hp will minus equal 2. And let me see, for drawing, object drawer, I have draw sprite stretched. So see, this part right here is why we do not need to worry about what size our health bar sprite is, because it's stretching it. Spur health bar. And the X, Y Cartesian plane, my friends, once again comes into play. I have it 10, as you see, so they're all together here. But I have them separated by 25 on, no, just 20 on the Y-axis. And then this is what it is keeping track of right here. Global.hp, global.ammo1, and global.ammo2. And I do that in a different drawer object so that, you know, it doesn't make the game get all screwy and whatnot. Object weapon display, I just have it following the view. X equals view pound X plus 56. Y equals view pound Y view, sorry, plus 20. And then I just been using variables to keep track. If global.select is equal to 0, changing the sprite, weapons display, sub-image 2. I just do the same thing here. If global.select is equal to 1. Sub-image 0. My sub-images are all over the place, but anyway, that's how you would set the weapons display. And this is pretty simple. This is just an engine. I mean, I explained everything here. I think I did. Yep, I did. So, yeah. For the zombie. Sorry. For the zombie, I just set its own individual HP to 30. And in step, if HP, image angle equals direction. If you noticed in the game, the zombie would face the direction of where it was moving. This little code right here will handle that all. And if HP is smaller than 1, instance destroy. And see, I could have done step avoiding, but I don't know why I didn't. You'll have to program the zombie AI to be better. But I just set that, you know, to step towards object player, follow him around. And for object bullets, his health goes down and it destroys the instance other. So if you did that, right, which yeah, that's just sort of an example. You just learned how to do shotgun and how to shoot in the direction of what you were doing. And like I said, I'm gonna go put this out on the Yo-Yo Games forum. I'll leave you a link. And you can just fiddle around with it, change it. You know, this is just the example that you wanted, Steve, and all of you other people out there watching. But see that zombie, he isn't even doing anything. But anyway, This is the basic principle to a zombie game. Weapons display, your health bars, your different weapons, your weapon selecting, top down, just like you wanted, Steve. So, there you have it. This is, you know, basic. This could make a very good zombie game if you work hard. Well, there you have it, another tutorial by your friend Silverton. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any questions or need any help or more requests, like I said, this was my first actual request for a game design or something. So, thanks for that, Steve, and like I said, this is another video tutorial from your friend Silverton, and if you need questions, just PM me.